We're going to move on next to Kim Arbolante, who is the one that kind of supervises our writing center, and she's going to share some information.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Just quickly to start, I want to give a shout out to our writing center team for their willingness, their flexibility, and the can-do attitude that they've been demonstrating throughout all of these shifts. I couldn't do this without you guys. Thank you. So I just want to reassure everyone that as our entire campus is shifting its way online, the Writing Center will still be here to support our student readers, writers, and those who have English language learning needs. So like everyone else, the Writing Center is transitioning to an online model. We will still be offering one-on-one assistance to student writers. Those are going to be held via Zoom conferencing. We will email an announcement to students giving detailed instructions on how they will gain access to the Writing Center during this time. Students will email writingcenter@bakersfieldcollege.edu to request those appointments. It's taking a little bit of extra time for us to get that email out to students, so we're about a day behind when I wanted to do it, but for a very important reason. In order to reduce the cognitive load, especially for those who English is not their first language, we insist on making sure that the email communication we're sending out to students is provided in writing in both English and Spanish. We're also working on our own tutorials. There will be video tutorials that we also want to provide with closed captioning in both English and Spanish for our learners. Our goal is, well, actually right now, effective tomorrow, Monday, the Delano Writing Center and our Arvin High Rule Site visits are 100% online beginning tomorrow. Our goal is that tomorrow, Monday, our main campus writing center will be conducting 50% of our appointments online with the goal of being 100% online ahead of Monday, March 23rd. So hopefully by the end of this week, our main campus writing center will have made the shift to 100% online tutorials as well. In addition to the one-on-one face-to-face via Zoom conferencing we'll be doing with students, all of our writing center workshops will still be conducted. So we're transitioning the writing workshops to Zoom webinars instead. That is effective starting tomorrow. Again, students can email writingcenter@bakersfieldcollege.edu to RSVP for those webinars, and then we will send all of our workshop material via email to students ahead of the workshop start time. And I'm going to be working closely with our amazing web content editors to ask for some changes to our workshop advertisements that are already on the BC calendar to make sure that it's advertised to students that those are moving to online instead. Can I have the next slide, please? Oh, you know what, actually, one last thing I wanted to make sure I mention, I apologize, is for DSPS and EOPS students, we give those students accommodation. Normally our appointments are 30 minutes at a time. Those appointments receive accommodation for 60 minutes at a time, and that will still be happening even in the online environment. We've already taken mitigating measures to make sure that we are able to meet the needs of student writers who are also deaf, blind, or have mobility challenges. So we will have asynchronous feedback available for those students as well. And I think Zoom is actually great technology for both deaf and blind writers to some degree, and in some cases with the addition of asynchronous feedback as well. So another goal of ours during this shift to online is that the Writing Center wants to maintain connectedness with our institution, with our students, and especially with our faculty partners. So on Thursday, March 12th, we sent a detailed email to our amazing faculty on campus, letting them know how we were going to maintain our connection to students and still provide that support. Next week, I'll be following that up with a student-facing copy of the email that is being distributed to students for the faculty to have to post to their campuses. In addition, we will also be giving them those video instructions that I mentioned before. And again, all of that content will be provided in both English and Spanish. Zoom conferencing with the Writing Center will still be available for instructors who want to coordinate with me to have classroom orientations for their students. We are in midterm season. Finals are around the corner as well. So we will still be making those meaningful contacts and doing that outreach in the classroom, albeit the virtual classroom, to make sure students are aware that the Writing Center services are still here for them. And then finally, we are going to be doing some targeted outreach to make sure that we are staying connected to those learners who we know utilize and need to utilize the Writing Center the most often. Chiefly, that's going to be English B1AL students, student athletes, English B1A and B1AL students who are also probation and dismissal students. The way that we are going to be doing that is to do that in partnership with some targeted faculty, and of course, using Starfish, because Starfish is so amazing. We can filter down and find those student populations and do that outreach ourselves. Lastly, we are shifting the role of our student workers at this time, and they are going to start tomorrow sanitizing the humanities lab and humanities classrooms several times throughout the day. And they will be doing some phone banking projects, both for Dean Andrea Thorson, and perhaps even will be lending their labor to counseling to make sure that we're calling those students who haven't completed their math and their English and encouraging them to do so. That's about all I have for the Writing Center. Do we have any